So this is just a quick look at a computer I've bought today, and it's a dual core 2 gig processor with 2 gigabytes of RAM in it. Quite nice, pretty clean, and the only thing that was wrong with it was this power supply, which looks like the cheapest piece of crap I've ever seen. It may look on the outside good, but it just looks cheap. The metal's thin. You can see in through the side. Just that the heat sinks are really thin and tiny. So we'll just take this apart and have a look at it. But that's the only reason that this was thrown out. It didn't look like it had hardly been used. I think it's manufactured in 2008, it says somewhere on it. But yeah, just show you. So I've replaced it with this second-hand High Pro one, which actually has a slightly, this says 300 watts output. This one says 550, but I'm sure that's just a lie. We'll have a look at this later. Okay, so this is the crappy power supply of the PC I got. Let's have a look what it's like inside. It doesn't work. Nothing happens when you won't power up. But I've seen one like this before. I took one apart like this before, and it was just, I think it was actually worse than this. This actually has cable that has writing on it, looks almost real, but it just feels cheap and shit. It's very, very thin in comparison with a sort of decent-ish power supply. Just the thickness of the cables. Just each core is tiny in comparison, and very thin and very crap, and it cannot be. I mean, this isn't a high quality one. This is one of your flashy looking, cheap and nasty ones. But this is just terrible, and it claims to be 550 watts, which just is impossible. The fan, just nothing written on it, no voltage, nothing. That's just fake Chinese shite. And actually coloured the board black, which is unusual. I don't know why they bothered. Board GT-ATX-B4, whatever that means. Rectifier is just made up of diodes, not a single rectifier thing. The heat sinks are just so thin, incredibly. I mean, I can bend them. They're so, there's nothing to them. Non-branded caps. I don't know, HEC. Who the hell's that? They are 85 degree ones on the input side, not even 105 degree caps. 105 ones on the output side, but who knows who the hell makes them. Some sort of suppression thing here. So they have put some effort in. One of those choke things. But it's just terrible. It cannot possibly be 500 watts. And what's failed on it? Who knows? Is the fuse intact? The fuse is intact. I can see it through the glass fuse. It's not a one filled with sand. Can test that. And yep, fuse is good. So it's something else, and I'm really not going to bother with it because it's just terrible. I would never use this. It just terrible. But yeah, just not worth buying a cheap shit power supply, really.